Last Sunday, it was the consecration of the church, which is, we call it the ecclesiastical New Year. And this Sunday, which is the second Sunday, we call it the renewal of the church. So these 2 Sundays are very important because they are the beginning of our ecclesiastical New Year or the church calendar, number 1. And number 2, because these 2 Sundays, they are the Sunday which the fathers prepared so we can all be consecrated, be holy, and also to renew ourselves and to renew our relationship with the Lord. Remember, a lot of time in your homes or your car or your clothes, you give it to wash your clothes, you clean your home. So you always try to maintain what you have, your car, even your body. We take showers. Why? Because we want to stay new, fresh, and healthy. This is what the fathers of the church want to tell us, to always renew our relationship with our Savior by renewal of the church, because we are the church. We are the true living member of the body of the Christ. Last week, we read how the Lord was asking his disciples, who do the people say that I am? And then St. Peter, after asking, what do you, the disciples, which is he was asking, you say that I am Peter, the rock, Simon, Shimon, he said, you are Christ of God. You are the Messiah. You are the one who we are waiting for to save the whole world. Yet, this week, we have the same reading from different gospel. Why this emphasize on this reading twice after each other? Because we want to remember that this question or the answer of this question very important for our salvation. Last week I talked about who is Jesus, and I tried to explain that this name confused the whole world, but for the believer is the name that came to save everyone who believed in him. This Sunday I tried just to read this answer of St. Peter when he said, you are the Messiah, you are the Christ of the Lord, you are Christ of God, from different angle. When Peter answered this answer to the Lord, he was pretty much announcing his faith. Because when he said, you are God, you are the incarnate God, you are the anointed, the Messiah, one who came for the salvation of the whole world, he pretty much, St. Peter, announced this faith. And actually, when he announced that faith, he was giving us the power of this annunciation, or this statement, who is Christ for you. Because the Lord first, he asked, what do the people say about me? They said Elijah, Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. Then Jesus, he said, what do you, my own people, my own follower, what do you say about me? Why the Lord, he asked in this specific way? Because he wants very specific answer from the people who claim they are his follower. In other words, the people who claim they are Christian. We read in the book of Matthew how the Lord, he said one time, therefore, whoever confesses me before men, him I will also confess before my Father who is in heaven. In other words, the Lord himself, he said in book of Matthew chapter 10, he said, whoever believes in me, confesses in me, that person I will also confess of him before my Father, which is the day of judgment. When we talk about this confess, when we talk about this statement, we see how important it is for us. By the way, it's easy to say, I am a Christian, to confess this statement, to say, I believe that Jesus is God. But the faith is not only word coming from the mouth. The faith, something that I have it in my heart. This is what St. Paul said. He said, the faith coming from the heart, and the announcement, the confessing coming from the mouth. Why? To say just that I am believer or I follow Christ, it's important, but it's not enough, because if my faith has no fruit, if I have faith dead, which is without any good deeds, any good works, pretty much my faith is going to be empty, without any benefit for my salvation. That's why when Peter, he confessed, he didn't say, you are Christ, I believe in you, and I am following you, and he stopped there. Rather, he followed Christ, and then one day St. Peter, he gave his life for Christ. So confessing the faith, it's not something just coming, but the style of the life that we live as a Christian.